So, hello, Moon in Capricorn, Eclipse, Face Your Fears, Secret Code Names event. For those of you who got secret code names, you know who you are. These messages are for you to help you face your fears so that you can overcome them, right? So that you can overcome them, so that you know exactly what they are and you can overcome them. This is part 2. So, part 1, the secret code names that are in part 1 are waterfall rainbows, wings of light, pelican spirit, rockabye, and red robin. All right, those are in part 1. Waterfall rainbows, wings of light, pelican spirit, rockabye, and red robin. They're in part 1. That's loading. That's loading, at least on my end, it's loading. This for part 2. The code names, the secret code names are Desert Flower, Ace in the Hole, Abandoned Beach, Penguins, Moonlit Waters, Galileo, and Adventure Island. Alright, so part 2's secret code names are Desert Flower, Ace in the Hole, Abandoned Beach, Penguins, Moonlit Waters, Galileo, and Adventure Island. We're going to be getting into this. For those of you who are new to me and the channel, please be aware I do not sugarcoat my messages and I have no filter. So if that is not your thing, or you have kids around and you just don't appreciate that kind of message, I'm very respectful of that and allow you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we are going to be getting into these code names. So if you did not get a code name, if you did not purchase one, but you resonate to, are drawn to one of the code names, there's probably a message in there for you. Alright, so we are facing our fears. I'm using my Fairy Tale Lenormand deck, calling in spirit to identify the fear for us. What is it? Alright, we're going to start with Desert Flower. I'm also going to pull clarity cards from my Wisdom of the Oracle deck and my Naked Heart Tarot. So, secret code name, Desert Flower. We're going to start you at the 2-minute and 22-second mark. Alright, Desert Flower. Secret code name, Desert Flower. Spirit, please, what is the fear? What is the fear for Desert Flower and those who would resonate to that code name? What is the fear? What is the fear? For secret code name, Desert Flower, and those who would resonate to the secret code name. Identify the fear. Alright. We've got the cross. We've got the cross as the 6 of clubs, which is the 6 of wands. It is a victory, and you can even see her arms up in the air. It is the victory V. But the card itself is burdens, pain, and suffering. Fearing obligation. Feeling like someone else's stresses are going to be your burden. Feeling like if you attach yourself to something, that you would be taking its baggage with you. And knowing that you might have a lot of your own baggage, right? You're bearing a heavy cross as far as your past and what you're maybe subconsciously putting on yourself, right? Criticisms, doubts, judgments of the self. How are you hard on yourself? How are you hard on yourself? How do you allow your emotions or your thoughts to weigh heavy on your spirit every day? Because it's really hard to get motivated from a place of burden. And I think you're afraid of taking steps forward because of the fear the fear of burden or having to put down burdens that aren't yours to begin with, but you've been carrying them for so long, people depend on you to carry their burdens, to deal with their energy being in a low state or a heavy state, an energetically heavy state, like a ball and chain energy. You got to release that. Go deep in whatever key you need. Find it and unlock yourself from that one. Take it right off your ankle. All right, Spirit, let's get some more insight into the fear, please. New life. New life. Really, card 36 and 39. I think you're holding the responsibility of maintaining someone else's emotional security. The weight of their pain body, you've taken it on as your responsibility, treating it with like white gloves, like it's in a fragile state, and you've assumed responsibility for the condition of it. And you have to free yourself of that. You can't help it if someone feels pain because you decided to go live your life a certain way or in a new direction. That you would come out of your shell and stop protecting yourself from healing by protecting them, right, in the mirror. You're protecting them, but what you're really doing is trying to protect yourself from experiencing what you're meant to be experiencing. You're afraid of what new looks like when you come out of your shell. So what does this fear appearing look like, Spirit? For secret codename Desert Flower. What does it look like? What does it look like? We got the Spirit of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. The King of Coin is the secure king. He holds up the weight of the entire family. You know, he's the head of the family. He's the provider. And you're providing an effort towards a new beginning. The Ace of Wands. A spiritual soul fire, right? Lighting that soul fire within the self. I think you have to get fiercely passionate about moving forward and becoming the executive shot caller, you know, in your life. That no one's going to stop you from becoming the most stable person that you can be, so that when you're carrying these quote-unquote crosses, like, you have the shoulders capable, strong enough to handle it. Whatever someone else's burdens are emotionally, it's almost like creating the 3D environment to provide support for the efforts that are being made to start over in spirit. You know, it's Spirit's pushing you towards new regardless. You know, what we fear appears. They're pushing you towards new regardless. And this is a new understanding of yourself and the efforts that you're making in order to create a safe space. A safe space for the people that you care about, so that that love energy that you have that created it can overflow and provide some kind of stability or new foundation for others. And I think you intuitively know that, like, your cross to bear because you really, I think, care about these people or this person, because otherwise why would you be carrying the cross, right? Trying to carry that cross for them to keep it from getting heavier. You're trying to take the burden off. And you need to tackle it with a really new perspective. Like, if you don't want them to have certain worries or certain stresses, then what can you do in the reality to provide an environment that reduces or removes their stresses? What efforts can you make towards creating a spiritually safe, like a soul safe space for the people that you care about, that you don't want? You don't want them to carry their burdens. That's why you're doing it. And you don't want to carry their burdens necessarily either. So how do you get rid of them? Like, you're having to take the initiative to create an environment that reduces or removes the stresses. To stand in that power, that King of Coin power. All right. So I hope that helps. Now you know what you got to do, right? Now you know what you got to do. Just got to do it. Face the fears. Face the fears. The next secret code name is Ace in the Hole. The next secret code name is Ace in the Hole. It's going to be time stamped at 11 minutes and 33 seconds. All right, Ace in the Hole. Ace in the Hole. Spirit, what's the fear? What's the fear? For secret code name Ace in the Hole. Archangel Michael's in my ear. He's going, this is an easy one. Ace in the Hole. This is an easy one. All right. All right, Michael. All right. Spirit, please. What is the fear? For secret code name Ace in the Hole and those who would resonate to it. What is the fear? Mice. Or the Seven of Wands. Worry, anxiety that people would steal or damage your shine or what you've created for yourself. That people would try and get over on you. Energetically speaking, whether that's money currency, mental currency, emotional currency, psychological currency. I think you're afraid that people want what you have. Or that if you achieved something, that you feel or sense that others have a right to it. Like to have a right to have a piece or to take from it. Like you're obligated to give of your energy in some way. That your energy would be taken from you. Give me some more insight, Spirit, please, into what the fear is with this mice. Soulmate. You might be afraid someone is trying to take your soulmate. Your penguin. Might want to watch that code name. You're afraid someone's going to take your soulmate. You understand what your code name is? Ace in the Hole. It's easy. Fear. Spirit will tell you. Fear, worry. Don't let it exist. There's no reason to worry or fear anything. Ace in the Hole, it's like it's in the bag. Like you already know. You already know that you hold the key to their heart kind of thing, and vice versa. You're afraid someone might take it from you, but the fact of the matter is, it's almost like even if someone took it, if you wanted it back, it's like, it's mine. You know what I mean? Like, I want it back now. Thank you. You know, it's like, because it's ace in the hole. It's like, you are the one. Should the conditions be right and you want it, it's yours. You know, it's like knowing there's mice in the pantry and all you got to do is buy the stuff to plug up the hole. Call it, you know, an exterminator. Get rid of the rats. It's like calling in your archangels, like the exterminator, like get rid of the rats. In the outer experience that are, you know, trying to get at my soulmate with their gross little paws. You know what I mean? Like, call in your archangels. Like, archangels, please, get rid of the mice, get rid of the rats in my exterior, my experience. Just exterminate them, please. Like, just remove them. What does it look like, spirit? The fear. What does it look like in the experience? I feel like you have a piece of someone that no one else has. You know a part of someone that no one else knows. That they don't just feel around anyone. You know, like they felt that way around you. I feel as if it doesn't matter what's going on in the outer experience. Like, no one's actually taking anything from you. I think it's just a fear. What does this look like, spirit? Give me some cards. For ace in the hole. What does the fear look like? Having to release the internal conflict that you're not good enough in some way, that somebody else would steal it from you when they can. You know, you have to be in that mindset, but they can't. Like, I know who I am to this person. I know who I am to this person. Spirit is looking out for me. It's protecting me. Really, you got 23, which breaks down to a 5. You've got 41, which breaks down to a 5. And you've got the 5 of Wands. You've got to allow yourself to shift into that perspective that nobody can steal your spotlight. Nobody can steal your place. Nobody can dim or change or outshine who you are to whoever that is. You have to let the inner conflict within yourself go. Straight up. Shift, shift, shift. Definitely call in your angels. Call in Archangel Jophiel. To remember the beauty of yourself and what you create from that perspective. Yeah, we've got the 5 of Swords also in the reverse, and the 2 of Swords in the reverse. And the Hierophant, another 5 is on the bottom. Listen. Ace in the hole. And you've got 5 5s on the board. You've got to allow your heart. So this is the mental argument in the head that we manifest in the outer experience. And the 2 of Swords, like, the choice is clear. The choice itself is clear. You're not blind. They're not blind. But the insecurities that someone could steal it from you is the cause of so much of the conflict that manifests. So much of the arguing and the bickering that manifests is unnecessary. Spirit's like, don't you know who you are? Don't be afraid of being the one. Know it. Don't be afraid of being the one. Know it. Feel it with every ounce of your being. Understand that. Irreplaceable. Get in that mindset. And then don't give a fuck. Because you know. Because you fucking know. Ace and hole. You can't lose. You can't lose. People say, well, and other people say, well, that's not fair. Life's not fair. No, some things are destined and meant to be, and if that's somebody else's loss because the game is fucking rigged in someone's favor in that particular hand, well, you know what I mean? Then I guess that hand is rigged in your favor by default. You know, like you're the ace in the hole. You're the guaranteed win. You got to know you're going to win. You got to know that you can't lose. You got to know you can't lose. You know, people get all pissed and say, well, it's not fair, someone's cheating. And I say, look, everybody's eyes are open, right? Yeah, you can absolutely be that player that plays fair and wins fair and all that shit. But you know what? If you're that player that's fucking smart in different kinds of ways and you're like, listen, I got a lot on the line. And if nobody else is paying the fuck attention, shame on them. Shame on them. It's not my fault they're not paying attention and I got a lot on the line. If I get away with it, I get away with it. You know, it's like you have to be of the mindset that it doesn't matter. That you have it in the hole, even if you don't need to use it. Even if you don't need to use it. You gotta know that if you are in that mindset that you are going to win, whatever you need to win from the experience, on a soul level, that you got an ace in the hole. You know. You know. You're not letting it pass you by. Your soul is on that vibration. It will not let it pass you by. It was 22:22 on the clock. You're co-creating with the divine. The divine said, look, nobody's paying the fuck attention. Perfect timing. Use that play. Take that shot. Go for it. The win is too nice to lose it. And you're of that recognition and mindset. It is too nice to lose it. Everybody else sitting around you is, yeah, it's really nice, but they're not paying the fuck attention. You're aware. You're aware. Don't be afraid. Be in your fucking power. Be in your fucking power. All right. Secret code name, Abandoned Beach. 2314. Abandoned Beach. All right. Spirit, please. For secret code name, Abandoned Beach. And those who would resonate to it. What is the fear? What is the fear? Identify the fear. For secret code name, Abandoned Beach, and those who would resonate to it, what's the fear? What's the fear? Stork. Stork. All right. You might have a very serious fear of being a single mom, like a single parent. You might have a serious fear. If that's not exactly what this is, or fear of being pregnant, right? This could be a real fear of how strong you are when you focus on your creative energy. When you really hone in on that energy. The power of your heart space, the power of your emotion, when you do what fills you up to where you can't wait to do it again. It's almost like knowing you'd be so engulfed in the energy of it once the ball started rolling, you wouldn't have time for anything else. New life. Afraid of the change that entails. Afraid of the change it entails. When something new comes into your reality, whether it's a whole new experience, like you're moving states and starting a new career, or you're completely moving and starting a life with someone, and you're moving in together, you just started dating someone, and it's like you don't know, if you can depend on this person, in the event of something like this happening, if there's a new life coming into your experience. Spirit would tell you not to be afraid. Spirit would tell you not to be afraid. Whether it's a fear of being a parent, or whether or not you're a good parent or would be a good parent. Might also be intimacy issues because of that fear. Not wanting to risk it. So there's self-protection, but not necessarily expressing the fear to whoever it is that you're dealing with. You just kind of let it, like, being detached in that way. Avoidance. Really dig on how that applies to you. Really dig on that. Let's pull some tarot for it. Codename Abandoned Beach. The Death and the High Priestess. I think if this is the case and you're actually watching this in divine time and believe there's a chance you could be pregnant, you might be sensing or feeling miscarriage or even termination. Like, you might know that it's not the right time, but it's coming anyway. And so you're going through the transformation. Like, I don't feel like you can abort the path. You know what I mean? I don't feel like you can abort the path. I think this is a complete transformation of the self that on some deep level you're getting ready to take or experience, like you're getting ready to experience a life coming into your reality one way or another. You or someone else, but it's coming in clear enough. Some kind of new in life is coming in. And it's going to completely transform things, and you know it. Don't be afraid. Right? Don't be afraid. 2 major arcana. Very deep, watery energy. A lot of Mars energy. It might have a lot to do with this Mars and Aries. Mars and Aries it can be a very sexually charged energy, very passionate energy. And it might be bringing a serious transformation into your life. Just be aware of that. And I'm hearing like it's okay. Like however it turns out, like it is okay. Be reassured, like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be better than fine. I think you're gonna definitely go through a major, major, major transformation. You're gonna tune into a whole different side of yourself. A whole different side of yourself that you always knew and sensed was there or hoped would be there, and it's there. Like you're protected. You're protected in your path. There's no mistakes. There's no mistakes. So, yeah, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. All right. Did I totally do that? How did I do that? I always keep all my cards upright in the deck. So if they fall out in reverse, I keep them that way. All right. That was Abandoned Beach. We're getting into codename Penguins. Secret codename Penguins. 31 minutes and 44 seconds. Alright, so codename Penguins. And those who resonate to it. Spirit, please. What is the fear? What is the fear? Fear of fast movement, fast change. Just what I'm feeling. Alright, what is the fear? Spirit, please. For codename Penguins. And those who would resonate to it. What is the fear? Crossroads. Change. Choosing a different path. 22. Card number 22. Trusting in the universe. Trusting in the abundance and blessings of the universe. Queen of Diamonds or Queen of Coin energy. Allowing yourself to really receive blessings from the universe, having to choose a direction. Fear of having to choose or change direction. To choose a new path, which requires shifts in beliefs within the self or about life or others. Having to choose a path. Give me some more insight, Spirit, please, into the fear. Treasure Island. Treasure Island. It's like, what would you do if you hit the lottery? What would you do if you hit the lottery? Think about that. If the universe had this blessing coming in, and it's been a long time coming, right? The turtle is slow. It's been a long time coming, but the blessing's here. And the universe said, what would you do if it showed up? What would you do if you knew it was down this path? What would you do? How would your beliefs change? If you knew you could take this path and take those actions and make those choices and show up with this, that's what's waiting on the beach down this path versus that path. What if you've been taking this path for so long and you've been turning right and you've been turning right and you've been turning right because it was the right thing to do, or it felt right for you at the time, but the universe said, what if you just went this way? What if you took a different path? What if you changed direction? What if you weren't predictable with spirit anymore? What if you became unpredictable? What if your choices and your decisions became unpredictable to your outer experience, the people in it? Spirit, give me some insights, please. How is this going to go down? What does this look like for secret code name penguins? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Like, bang. What? What's under it? The Tower. Huge divine shift. Something shocking coming in. Fortune's turning in your favor, and it is completely starting something fresh from step one. Under that, we have the Sage. And the Heart of Pentacles, that Queen of Diamond energy again. You're contracted to overflow. Soul deep. Heart of Wands, yeah, Queen of Hearts. I mean, Queen of Wands. Queen of Clubs, right? Queen of Wands. Very mother energy. The Movement of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This is like a major prayer answered. This is a major prayer that you put out, answered. I don't know if you've prayed for it 1,000,000 times or once. But you put out a prayer that was so felt at some point that the universe could not miss it. Like, that prayer didn't get lost in the sea of prayers that come in. Spirit heard that one. Are you ready? Spirit's like, are you ready? Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, like, are you ready? Treasure Island, like, don't be afraid of everything in your life completely fucking changing. Completely fucking changing. Because if it's changing, it's because Spirit just essentially, energetically, in some which way, shape, or form, had you hit the lottery. You've got a prayer answered. Don't be afraid, right? Facing your fears, don't be afraid for the universe to answer your prayers. Don't be afraid for the universe to answer your prayers. It's answering one. It's answering one. And it does. It's going to have a feeling of bliss and freedom attached to it. And you're going to have to choose. I think you're going to have you're afraid of having to make a choice and changing things. But I think if this opportunity presents itself, it's like, change, please. Change, please. I'll take it. Yeah. Really, I'm curious. Really, what a reading. That was secret codename Penguins. All right. Getting into Moonlit Waters. Moonlit Waters, we're going to start at the 3939. All right. I'll do that. All right, Spirit, please. What's the fear? For secret codename Moonlit Waters and those who would resonate to it. What is the fear? What is the fear? secret codename Moonlit Waters and those who would resonate to it. What's the fear? Now, card number 21, the 8 of Clubs. Fear of being blocked, fear of trouble, fear of feeling like you have this arch nemesis energy out there in the universe against you, that life is hard and full of obstacles. You're afraid of life being hard and full of obstacles. Maybe you've hit a lot of roadblocks in your life and things didn't work out the way you wanted them to. Open yourself up to the free flow a little more. The free flow comes with no blocks. The free flow, as you do as you're guided, right? Spirit. Anywhere you would have me go. Anything you would have me do. Whatever you would have me say. If it's in the highest good of all, so be it. I'm present. I'm checked in. Running on guidance. Running on spirit. There's no resistance that way. There are no blocks. It's like finding the river through the mountains and just being able to float. You don't got to climb over any of that shit. You're just flowing through the fucking waters, running through the mountains and enjoying the scenery. Soaking up the sun. Don't think about the obstacles. Think about the free flow, easy to do step right in front of you that makes your life easier. Don't think of a million steps and a million ways it could go wrong or not happen. Just focus on the step resonating with you right now. Just focus on that. Don't be afraid of obstacles. Divine delays are divine protection. Like things that don't work out, it's because Spirit has a better way that you don't know, right? Consciously know yet. Don't be afraid of obstacles. It's just the universe saying, go in this direction. Go a little more in this direction. I'm going to keep nudging you until we finally get there, because you wouldn't have thought about it otherwise. I had to have you, go through this and this and this obstacle to get you to this point so I could actually move you forward from there. It's easier, trust me. You know what I mean? It's like, don't get hung up over what doesn't work out or what's not possible, because there's always other things that are possible. It's becoming solution oriented. Don't be afraid of becoming solution oriented. Happy. It's not a struggle or an obstacle to be happy. You hold the key to that. You hold the key to how hard you want to make the perception of life on yourself. You could choose to be happy with the steps that are unfolding at the rate that they're unfolding because it's divinely perfect. You can accept that maybe you have no idea what your destiny is or what you're going to be doing in 5 years, but Spirit has a plan. Your higher soul has a plan. And it doesn't doubt that you're capable. It just needs to put you through a certain amount of steps. You hold the key to your happiness. And you've got encouraging people in your ear. Little birdies. Reminding you of the sweet things in life to be grateful for. The little things. The little things. Let Spirit give you whatever lift you need. Let it give you a lift. On the river, let it give you a lift. Let it take you there. Let it take you there. Don't be afraid of obstacles. They're in your favor. They're in your favor. So what does this look like, Spirit? The Chariot. Yeah, you might not know which way to look, which way to go, but the fact of the matter is your spiritual body is taking you in one direction. Spirit's going to get you there. It's giving you a lift, literally. You might be looking at so many different options and so many different potentials, pathways, decisions you could make that would change your whole life. You could be looking at them and Spirit would tell you, don't worry. Spirit of Pentacles and the Fool. Coming into your King of Coin energy. taking a leap of faith on life and going with the flow. Knowing and understanding you're a very old soul and a very unique one. A very unique, authentic, individual purpose. And Spirit's getting you there. Look at these energies. Spirit's getting you there. It's happiness at that, right? Because what you fear appears is to face your fears. Like, you're manifesting happiness. You're just afraid of obstacles and that it's going to be hard. So take the idea or perception that the obstacles are hard away and you're just happy now. And you're more happy later. Because happiness is inevitable. Like, Spirit's getting you there. It doesn't matter if you feel like you have two heads and don't know what the fuck Spirit's doing. The whole point is Spirit knows what it's doing. It's giving you a unique path with a unique perspective, an ancient perspective. You're achieving happiness. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. This is diving deep into the hardest parts of yourself to embrace. That the subconscious is easy. Allow your subconscious, all the thoughts that you don't express, all the things that you keep inside, that you don't talk about. Let that be easy. Embrace that and let it be easy. I hope that helps. All right. Codename Galileo. Codename Galileo. We're getting into it. And it will be at the 46-minute and 55-minute mark. Alright, so secret codename Galileo. Galileo. Alright, here we go, Spirit. What is the fear? Identify the fear for codename Galileo. Codename Galileo and those who would resonate to it. What is the fear? What is the fear for codename Galileo? And those who would resonate to it. Mountain. I feel like there's another one. Let's go. Let's go, Spirit. What is it? Here it is. All right. Oh, wow. The poor lady came out, and the rich lady's on the bottom. Now, usually the bottom of the deck is the underlying energy that Spirit's bringing you towards. Your energy is becoming that of the rich or wealthy lady. Dreams and fame is on the top with stars. You have visions. Okay, you might have or have had visions of yourself being wealthy or coming into some kind of money that you would not have to worry and be able to overpour to other people. You might have always wanted to be the wealthy lady that overpoured to other people to help, especially when you love them, to support them. You might have always wanted to overflow, and you feel like it's been so hard because it's almost like you're the beggar. It's almost like you felt like the beggar your whole life. Or feeling like you could never have everything that you wanted. Or feeling like even if you have nice, new things, they're not what you actually want. It's just what you can afford. You feel like it's too hard to get ahead, let alone overflow. And I think Spirit's trying to get you in the mentality of, I feel wealthy in my life. Like, I have a wealth of other things. And develop the speech, the positive speech of wealth with the self, so that you can overcome this idea that life is hard. I think that you need to get into your receptive energy. With the double ladies and the star, I think you need to get into your receptive energy and allow that to heal. So Spirit, please give me some more insight into the fear. For secret codename Galileo. It's almost like Galileo too. It's almost like you feel like it was written in the stars for you to be overflowing, but you're not. You know what I mean? It's like almost like being at war with the reality because you don't feel like you were ever actually meant to live a life of challenge and getting by. Like you always felt like you were meant for more. And there's a change in the wind. And there's a change in the wind. Really got cards number 21 and 12, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 29, breaking down to an 11. I think that if you're afraid of being quote-unquote poor or struggling all your life, I think that's about to change. I think that's about to change. I don't see you changing much. I think your circumstances might. But I see you still being very humble because of the obstacles that you've been through. Because of the way you value abundance differently. Because you don't want, like, you're the kind of person that doesn't necessarily want money so you could buy your own self all these nice things. Like, you wouldn't change. You wouldn't upgrade your house. You wouldn't even upgrade your car, per se. It wouldn't be the first thing you did. The first thing you would probably do is overflow to the people that you care about the most. How can you help the people that you love? Like, that's where you would go with it. Other people might say, you know, if you ask the question, well, if you had $100,000, what's the first thing you would do? And they'd be like, oh, I'd buy this, I'd buy that, and da-da-da-da-da. Like, you're the kind of person, it's like, I would split it up for my family. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of heart you have. And you always felt like you were meant to have that kind of stuff, that kind of money or financial whatever available. You feel like you're meant to have it available, and I think that's working out. I don't know how, but I feel like it's working out. Spirit, give me some insight. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, man. If it was written in the stars for you to experience struggle for the first half of your life, I'm telling you right now, you got the Wheel of Fortune coming in, a change in the wind for the second half. Next chapter is not this one. Next chapter is not this one. What else, Spirit? Two of Pentacles. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of divine time. When I talk about divine time, like, the cosmos turn and they clock and they shift, and it's like the pieces and gears of things, and when they link up on your chart in certain ways, an aspect in certain ways, it lights up. Like, if you were contracted, cosmically speaking, to go through struggle and quote-unquote poverty mindset or reality where you've just barely gotten by, it was only a matter of time in the cosmos until that energy clicked. It's only a matter of time before the reality flips. Check out your Jupiter return. Check out your Jupiter return. You don't know what it is, you reach out to me. Codename Galileo, you know who you are. Find out where your Jupiter is and what it's doing, because I think it's aspecting on your chart in a big way. Watch what happens in the next 3 months, like 11 weeks. Ten of Wands, and it came out reversed. This is the end of burden, the end of struggle. Don't get it twisted. You're afraid of maybe being on some whatever your whole life and never actually reaching the potential you always saw for yourself. Like, no. Shit is about to shift. Shit is about to shift. Calling it. All right. Last one. Codename Adventure Island. 55-minute mark. Codenamed Adventure Island. For those who would resonate to it. Spirit, please, what is the fear? What is the fear? For secret codename Adventure Island and those who would resonate to it. What is the fear? All right. You might be seeing a lot of 1s, 4s, and 7s. And 9s. Okay. I've got 3. I got the Rider, which is success. The magic carpet ride, where Spirit says, hey, I'm going to make this blessing easy. I'm going to make this blessing real easy. I will get you from A to Z, and you won't even have to stop at B, C, D, E, F, G, H, all along the way. I'm just going to take you to Z. 0 to 100, right, with Spirit. 0 to 100. Wish granted with the Rider. We get the Fox and the Stork. The Fox is the rule breaker, doing the unexpected. And the Stork is about change, a delivery, pregnancy, being fertile and birthing something into creation, grounding something into the 3D. I think that you might be seriously afraid of a miracle, that maybe it is too good to be true and you've deceived yourself. I think you're afraid of the ultimate success. And that it might not be yours. Like that you would attain the ultimate success. And feel like it's too good to be true and it would take off. I don't think it's taken off. I think it's coming in for you. I think it's coming in. I think you're afraid. I think you're afraid of what birthing yourself into the reality. I'm being told to put it that way. Truly birthing yourself into the reality. It's almost like public figure, that the masses would become aware of you, that the world would become aware of you, that they would hear the way your soul revs as you pass by, your energy. Don't think the universe can't take you from 0 to 100 and A to Z. I think you might be afraid of going from A to Z, but that's exactly what's going to happen. Like maybe you can't handle it. Maybe it's too much, too fast, too soon, too whatever. Spirit's like, no, you're ready. You're ready. Adventure Island, you resonated to this code name. Spirit, give me some more insight, please. Yin. Get ready to receive. Don't be afraid to receive. Really, Queen of Hearts, divine feminine energy. Yin, divine feminine receptive energy. The emotions that you pour into the world. The love that you pour into the world is so big. It's so big. The belief you have in love and for the world, what you pour out in faith, is literally going to be reflected back to you for you to see and receive. You're about to go on the adventure of your life. It's like you don't even know how much wonderfully beautiful karma you've put out with your vibration into the world. You have no idea what you've done already. And it's like you've been building a tab with the divine, like insurance for yourself. Like you've just been putting it away and squirreling it away. This positive energy, this positive karma, this positive ripple. Not even aware of it. You weren't even trying to tally up love with the divine. It's like the universe was just saving it for you. Like you're just being a good person every day. You're just being a genuinely good, considerate person every day. And the universe is adding it all up, all that energy, all that consideration, all that compassion and understanding. Universe is adding it up, and it's like cash out time. And you don't even know what kind of positive karma you've built, what kind of blessing it is. You're getting the adventure of a lifetime. Like a divine thank you. Don't be afraid of the divine thanking you for being yourself in that way for others, for being that beautiful light in the collective. Universe is going to give you the adventure of your lifetimes. You're cashing out on an adventure. Movement of swords, you're going to get some kind of communication. Someone's going to reach out to you rather quickly. It probably will come out of nowhere. Be open to receive. Be open to receive. Six of Cups, it's a sacred soulmate connection that you've had for life. They're going to change your life. They're going to change your life. Got the Six of Cups with the Tower. They're looking at you like they recognize the unicorn that you are. They recognize how unique you are, how hard it is to actually build up that kind of positive energy, to be that kind of light. They see how rare your kind is. There's a lot of ugly in the world. There's a lot of manipulation in the world. There's a lot of abuse and using of others in the world. A lot of confusion and hatred in the world. And you're one of those people whose heart is completely pure and open and just there for others. Empath through the fucking roof. You feel what others feel. You're always considering them because you never want them to hurt the way you've experienced it, ever. You never want to be the person that draws your sword on them. Someone sees that. Someone sees that unicorn quality in you and the way you pour. And they're about to open it wide up. I read this Tower card like this is the waters of the divine universe, the love of the universe, just taking down anything old, anything that was outdated, ancestral karma, doesn't fucking matter. What everything would have said you're contracted to experience. The universe said, no, we see what a blessing you've been. It's been a blessing to work with you. It's been a blessing to use you as a guide for others. Like, thank you for just doing your part in our miracle work this whole time. You've been paying into this blessing for your whole life, and it's been collecting interest for some lifetimes now. You're going to get something that changes your life completely. If you were drawn to this code name, you're going to get some kind of communication. And I'm getting a call. You're going to get some kind of call, some kind of connection, some kind of communication. It's going to come in out of nowhere. They're going to be super quick, super clear. This is a very sacred someone who understands what your soul is. And they're going to change your world. They're going to change your whole world. Get ready to receive. Get ready to receive a big blessing. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of miracles. Straight up. Don't be afraid of miracles. Because if you resonated this code name, it's nothing short of it. You're going to get a miracle. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. The universe sees you. The universe sees you. Make sure you watch for 1s, 4s, and 7s. 6s. And that wraps it up, guys. I hope you enjoyed all the secret code names. Part 1 should be up. Part 2 will be up. I will make sure to have all the timestamps in there so you could watch the replays. Until next time, Divine Rebel Racey signing out. Love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.